Hello friends and hello student. In this session we learn the scope resolution operator in C++. So let us start. First I share my laptop screen and here fix the position so you can watch better way my video lecture. And here there is a Turbo C++ editor, and just double click and take some time. Yes, now is a open. Alt F file menu open and taking new file, and here our goal of this session, and that is a scope resolution. Scope resolution operator. Okay, so that syntax here, first write syntax of that variable, how to access. So that is a, and I just into, there is two colon sign and then variable name. That is a syntax. So here we can say that variable name. So just that sign, scope resolution and variable name. So in C and C++, you have to know very well that is a case sensitive language, and also Java and C#. But all variable is a distinct, like uppercase, lowercase, but we can declare the same variable name using the block. That is a C and C++ is a block structure programming. So let us how it possible. And one block of variable, that is a, like in define one block, that is a scope of that life cycle of that variable. Okay, so let us start our understanding what is a scope resolution and how it's used. Here string.h. Okay, so standard input output string, io string.h. String is collection of bytes, and then on your console input output.h, and then we can declare here that as global part. You can say that here x equal to 5 static value you have to declare. That variable we can use, how to use. Okay, then we can start our main, and then we can same x variable declare again. In that here I declare the x of like 10 initially. So that is a also x variable, and that is also x variable, but that is a global scope and that is a local scope of x variable. Okay, then clear the screen. So that two variable name same, but that is a different location and access the different value. Like here is a 5 and here 10. That is not access, this x is this value and this x is to vice versa. So that is a global x, and that is a, in like a main is a local scope x. Main function start here opening blast and that closing blast. This variable, that life cycle is a within this block, but this x is refer any other member function of that you can access this x variable. Okay, and now here we can like I initialize, or like I take one variable and that name is a, I say that we can say that like n or x initialize. So what x is initialized? So priority is a local x, so that x, that 10 assigned to n. Okay, first we can save our file, and that we can give the name proper. So scope underscore res, scope resolution. So in your mind that is a file of scope res resolution operator, and dot not provide any extension. Okay, that is a C++. So automatically editor give the file name. So here that is a truncate because that is a only 8 characters. So 5, 6, 7 and 8. So res is truncate because that is a maximum 8 character length of file. Okay, now we can start our printing. So what the value is in this, first we can print the x value, and then yes x, and then we can provide the endl. So that is new line and semicolon, and then I copy this and print to our n variable. So that is a n, and here also provide the n. So yes, here you can get CS. First we can print only two values. So what happened? Yes, I save F2, compile. Yes, there is no any error, and let us check what print. So x is 10 and n is 10. So that local x is initialized, that global x is not initialized. So how we can print this x global? That priority is at taking the local x, that the local scope. So we cannot print that global x because that is name is same, but scope is different. Like that is that x phi is here assigned, that is a global scope, and that x is a that opening closing of main, and that closing, that scope, that life cycle is this main function within it. So here there is a possibility you can print your variable using help of scope resolution operator. So that is a, we can say that here we can say that global x value, that type of message, and here we can print scope x. So that is a global, that our syntax you can watch in here in comment section. So 2 colon, that is a 1 colon, and 2, that is known as a scope resolution operator, then variable name. So scope resolution operator and then x, so that is our variable name. And we can take after and l also. So that is a manipulator taking new line. Also you can use the slash n, there is no error. So yes, there is no error. Now yes, phi is printed global x value. Okay, so that is a scope resolution operator, can print the global variable using help of scope resolution operator. Okay, now C and C++ we can previously say that is a block structure program. So that is a life cycle. Like I here directly not and give any if condition or decision statement. I can define here block, and then I declare again x equal to 20, okay, or 15. There is no any problem. You can give any value, and then here I take the uh, m value and then assign to x, and then again I print this all these things. So what happened? Yes, let us check. I all these three statements print here, and also one chain that we can print now as a m, that is our internal local variable n. So and that is a global x, and uh, which value that m store, that is a, you can know answer now is say 20, because that is a priority is a, now that scope is a that opening brace, and that is a x variable, that is scope. So that outer x we have to print, then we can give the scope resolution operator. Yes, let us check what value is printed in now, that is important. So let us, I run again and let us check. So x is 10, n is 10, yes, and global x is 5. Now x is 20, n is a, and that m, I change the message, and global x, that is 5. So that is a priority in the global x, that is always cooperation. Any deep nested you have to go in the, that always print that global x. So that is a 5 is printed, not the 20 again print. So that is a scope resolution operator, you can understand. And here we can change the message m and m value, because that print the 20 value. I just show you again. So here m, now I run, so then give the change that message also. So I just press Alt F5, so that previous output you can also see. So here now let us file our output. So first print x 10, then n value assigned, that is a local x within a scope of main, that assigned to n, that 10, and global x, that 5. Then block we have to define, that is a block structure. C and C++ you can define without for loop and for while or do while any loop or decision statement, directly opening closing, that is a block structure programming. And then x is 20 and m is 20, because we can assign m to x value, so that refer the local x priority, so that not assign the 10 or not assign the 5 global x. And global x always print 5. Here we can in first our mind, that is that x is printed the this x, so that is not here, like here that x 10, but that scope resolution always print the global x. So that is a scope resolution operator. you can any deep nesting, like here you can also assign third block. So that is also taking the same global X, that scope resolution operator is printed. So now let us check, we can take new block and inner, this block inner nested. So here I again take one block, and then that is a inner block, we can say that. And here I define again X and then 25, and then one variable uh, O or P, we can say that P equal to X, not O. O is like zero something. So we can take P, and I again print all these three. I copy, and then I just print. Okay. So that is I copy, but now we can change some message. That is X is value inner, and also we can say that inner block, outer block, that type of message. So you can understand. So here we can say that here if you print here in before this message, so you can identify the, like here I just show you. So we are in or we can say that outer block, that type of message, and just provide the end L. Okay, so you can understand, and just I copy this, and then we can say that here also outer and inner. So that is a now is a inner block. So here we cannot outer, inner block. Okay, so you can understand that is inner block, and X then P. So I just change the message P, and here variable I change P. So that is a X value assigned to this 25, not this X or not this main X. So here is a scope of X, that 10. So that is a, we can assign X to N, that X assigned to M, and now that inner block, we can say that 25 assigned to P. So that is always refer the priority is a local block, and then scope resolution is always print the global X. And also we can last testing, I just copy this all message, and after the here get CH before and again print what happened. Let us check. So I print this all these things. So which value is printed? Now we can look also. So that is last testing how scope resolution operator work in C++. So here we can say that not inner outer, or we can say that main block or main function. Okay, main block. We are in main block. Okay, so here we can print X, and then we can print not P, because that scope is complete with, because we can print the end N again. So that is a global scope. But P scope is complete, so that not print any value. And let us check. Yes, just yes, there is no any error. And now so many we have to testing, and let us check all the value. So first X is 10, then N assigned to then 10, and global X 5. We are in outer block. First we can define the outer. So X is 20, and then M, X assigned to M, then 20. Global is always 5. We are in inner block, that X is 25, and P is also 25, because that we can assign P equal to X. Then global X always print 5, and we are in main block. Then again our first printed value X is 10, N is 10, and global X is 5. So same value, because we have to print already. If you not like print here, then just that is a checking. So that is same value here we can print is a after that scope of all. That is a, we can deep nested here. First inner block is there, here is a one inner block, and then outer block, we can say that that is a nested, like nested for loop, nested if else condition. So nested block we have to perform in this scope resolution operator. Okay, so I hope you can understand. Yes, so you can never miss what is a scope resolution operator, and we can use in the class member function declaration. That type scope is a very important operator to define our member function definition. So that is a labeling the class identification of that member. So that is a label like the student class mark sheet, which get function or any function is which class is a holding, that we can using the scope resolution identify the, if same name in two class there is a same name member function, we can identify within using the scope resolution operator. There is a main use of scope resolution operator in C++. So I hope you can understand. Yes, so very interesting point and simple point, but you can understand the block structure in C and C++ both. That is a block structure in C language and also C++, static, register variable. Then we can say that auto or automatic variable, we can say that general, or then local or global, we can say that internal or external, that type of. So internal variable, external, local, global, you can word also use. And then we can say that automatically initialize and destroy the value. So that is auto variable. Local variable also say that, and global variable. Here we can define our x is a global variable. Here that x is a global variable. And two, static variable is also, that is default is 0 value, and register variable, that is a use the directly, not second main memory but secondary fast execution, like our counter variable we can take the register variable. So that is a auto storage classes in C and C++, also both that 4 type of classes. Okay, so auto storage classes, then global and static and register, 4 storage classes is there in C and C++, both this language. So here we can just use the, like, why give this reference, because that is a scope resolution operator, life cycle of that variable, and that is a, we can using the double colon, that that symbol that known as a one operator in C++, and that is a scope resolution operator. Inner block X and outer block X not reflect that value, that is a always X refer 10, and then X is refer always 10. That is not a two separate 2-byte location, because integer data type in C++ also 2 bytes. So that 2 byte is separate and this 2 byte is separate, not disturb to each other. That is separate variable and separate memory address, or separate 2-byte location, okay, address. So, and that is a global always scope resolution, and that is a syntax, very last I can say you, that is a syntax of scope resolution variable name. Okay, very simple syntax. So I hope you can understand and write this program to your notebook in C++. Okay. So now I close this session. I hope you can understand and enjoy this session, scope resolution operator in C++. So alter F3 function key and alter X quit. So subscribe my channel Ashok Sijalakani, press the bell icon to never miss any update. Some student not getting the idea, because some not use the internet. So you can YouTube now all I think you can use. So press the bell icon. What happen? I can upload any new video in my channel Ashok Sijal Academy. That time you can get one notification. So press bell icon so you can get the notification. So that is a benefit for press the bell icon, and also subscribe. So many student my channel. So I hope you can subscribe and sharing and watching my video lecture. And any question for related C or C++, Java, ASP.NET, J2EE, Python, Ruby, or Android, iOS. So you write in comment section, not for this only program, but any question of any language in programming in our IT field. So you can write in comment section. I definitely give the answer of that question. Okay. So I hope you can enjoy and understand the what is a scope resolution operator in C++. Main use in the class, we can define our member function using the scope resolution operator. So two class same name member function we can identify using the scope resolution operator. So thanks again, and you're watching, subscribing and sharing my video lecture, and Hare Krishna.